Today, Chad and I are so excited. We have been wanting to do this video for a very long time, and that is talk about our marriage and some of the things that we've learned in our marriage.
Yeah, we've been married for just under 40 years, and we feel like we've figured out a few things along the way. Some things that help and things that don't help. And we want to share those with you and with our kids, and especially for our grandkids, that someday they'll be able to look at this here and say, yeah, Grandpa and Grandma wasn't so dumb.
I don't know. But first, we both want to thank HelloFresh for sponsoring today's video. A year or so ago, Ellie and Jared gave us a subscription to...
Some people think that we need a subscription.
A subscription to HelloFresh, and it was just really a lot of fun because after 40 years of meal planning, it was pretty awesome to have somebody else deliver the food. I didn't have to go shopping for it. It was delivered right to my door. I didn't have to prepare the menu. The menus were all there with the package, and they took about 30 minutes to prepare, and actually...
Well, and they're by far the best meal kit.
America's #1 meal kit, but actually they turned into being our date night.
And the best part, it starts at $5.66 a serving, and that's cheaper than going out.
Well, that's the only thing. That's what Chad likes.
Well, but I mean, it was good and it was fun.
Good date night.
Yep.
Looks pretty good.
Oh, I think so. I think it looks better than the picture.
One thing I know about HelloFresh and that I observed about HelloFresh was the quality was the same week after week. Hold that there.
Yep.
I think that looks just like it. No, it would be like this.
Well, what's nice is that these portions look just about right. This is about what we would eat if we went out to eat. We can order it a week at a time. We can stop shipments whenever we're out of town. It's just really easy to work with.
Go to HelloFresh.com, use code Griffiths10
during HelloFresh's New Year's sale to receive 10 free meals, including free shipping.
Go to HelloFresh.com and use code Griffiths10 during HelloFresh's New Year's sale for 10 free meals, including free shipping. Well, we are definitely not marriage counselors by any means.
No, we're not marriage counselors, and we don't profess to be, but we are experts in our relationship with one another. We've been married for 40 years. We know each other pretty good about
I wouldn't want to go back. I wouldn't want to go back and redo it, but I am so grateful for it. Does that make any sense?
Oh, yeah. All the experiences that we've had, good, bad, and indifferent, have made us who we are. It's made who our kids are. But you want to learn from the past, but you always want to be looking to the future.
I think our kids have really strong marriages. I think they work at it. They're good examples. We look at our children and think they are so much better than we were.
Oh yeah, I look at all of our kids and I can take pieces out of each of their marriages and apply it to our marriage.
It also tells you there's not just one right way to have a good marriage, or there's not one right way to raise children.
No.
Because each of our children are raising their children just a little bit different, not tons different, but they each have their own little area. But
yeah. Well, there's a few things that are common, I think, between everybody and what we've learned and picked up over the years. And pride and humility I mean, both of those play a big part.
Yeah. I think when we were first married, Chad had a really hard time saying,
"I'm sorry." Oh yeah. Admitting that I was wrong. I hated that. Just grew up, I'm thinking that I'm the smartest guy in the room, but over time,
and that just came with maturity.
Oh yeah,
being able to say I'm sorry, and being humble, and enough to actually feel it. I think.
Oh yeah.
I'm not trying to pick on you.
Oh no, I agree, and that's part of this here is, being able to say you're sorry, being able to admit that you're wrong.
But at the same time, you need to be really quick to forgive.
Oh, yeah.
It's as important to forgive them as it is to say you're sorry. In
Yeah.
fact, you can forgive somebody and they don't even have to say they're sorry. Just
saying you're sorry and then having your partner not, reciprocating and accepting it. Hey, I've told you I'm sorry. I said I'm sorry.
And
what
I've
else
been
do you
guilty
want?
of that. It's like,
Yeah.
well, I know
And
you said
you-
you're sorry. I want you to say you're sorry
And-
twice.
And you've matured a lot in the
It's
years.
true. It's true. We've come a
But
long
yeah,
way.
those are just some simple things that you can. When marriages get hard, and they all are, just those two things really helps a lot. Being able to say you're sorry, being able to accept an apology and move on, being a little bit selfless, and.
I think that we have found that there's actually like three big, what would you call it?
Well, there's three areas that you have to be on the same page, and if you're not on the same page in these three areas, it's going to be a long, rough marriage.
Now take it from us. We've gone through lots
Yeah.
of, no, we're just kidding.
well-
This is our opinion.
Yeah, and I think it's pretty simple. And it's pretty obvious that finances. You've got to be on the same page. You've
Yeah.
got to know both of you need to know what's coming in, and you both need to know what's going out.
Set some goals together and stick to them,
Yeah. Live well within your means.
because that finance, well,
Well, the
it
problem-
affects everything else.
And we've been there. We've been in the position where we've wanted more than what we could afford. We would, buy things on credit, and that's nice for a while. But then a week later, 2 months later, you're making the payment on something that, oh man,
That's
we're still
no
paying
fun.
on that.
Yeah, that's no fun.
That's no fun.
No.
But you just need to be on the same page as to what you're gonna get, when you're gonna get it, how you're gonna buy it.
Yeah. So if you're not fighting about money, that really helps with number 3. Let's talk about
Yeah.
number 2.
Yeah, number 2 is being on the same page on how you're raising your kids. And that includes a lot of different things. How you reward them, how you encourage them, how you motivate them, how you discipline them. And really what you do with them on the weekends as well, as far as, in my opinion, church. Church is a big and important part of how we raised our kids. I was smart enough to know, I'm not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but I was smart enough to know that raising kids, especially as a new parent, I couldn't do it on my own.
We know.
We knew that we would need
We
the
need
help
our-
of the village
we need
to
the village.
help us raise our kids, as far as Sunday school teachers, primary teachers, church leaders would help us, especially when we were first starting out, to help give us advice. And
One thing that I appreciated in Chad when we were raising our children is he would not let the children come between us, and to make sure that he drove that home with them when we would sit in church. He would not let the kids sit between us. We sat together, kids on one side, kids on the other, maybe one on our lap, but he just wanted them to know that he and I were like this, and you better not try and separate us with this. You know how kids can do that.
Yeah. And it happened once that I heard one child went and asked mom, hey, can I do this? Can I, no. They came in and asked me the same question after mom said no, and that never happened again. And so, the playing mom and dad against each other, that's why it's important to be on the same page.
And on that same topic, I mean, even if you don't have kids, don't let your in-laws, even if you don't have kids, your in-laws can be the same type of source. Don't let anybody come between you.
Yeah. Well, and the third one is sex. And you've got to be on the same page on that. And usually I'll turn bright red. That's why I wore my shirt, so you really couldn't tell.
Ask our kids. We do not like to talk about it. And here we are talking to the whole world about it. And
Well, if you're not on the same page as number 1 and number 2, finances and raising your kids, that's going to put a real big damper on number 3. And
Oh yeah, especially if you've been fighting all day about finances or fighting all day about the kids. It's pretty hard to switch gears at 10 o'clock at night.
Yep. If you're going to enjoy that, you need to really start early in the morning.
Yeah,
Like I know.
Yeah, husbands.
Yeah.
If you want a little loving at 10, you gotta start a whole lot earlier in the
10 in
day.
the morning.
10 in the morning, and be a little sweeter, okay?
Yeah, all day long.
And same thing. If moms, this is really a sensitive topic for me. I mean, it's really is close to home for me, and I do. Okay, if you're exhausted at night, and you moms, especially you young moms, are, I feel for you.
Oh yeah.
But you've got to make time for each other. And so if you're
Save a little energy for
the nighttime, or have a little fun in the morning.
brush your
teeth first and have a little fun in the morning. However you work that in, it's really important to work it in. Okay,
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about.
And be on the same page, and that's why you got to say sorry and apologize and do all that
Get on
good
with
stuff.
it. You guys, I don't know. I think I'm going to watch this, and I'm probably going to delete it all. I don't know. If it ends up on my YouTube channel, I will be surprised. So, it's hard to, I mean, you cannot cover everything in a 10-minute video, but these are just a few things that we've been thinking about.
Apologize often and with heart, with meaning. Mean it when you apologize. Be on the same pages with each other on finances, discipline, and raising your kids, and sex. You got to be on that.
If you're married to a good man, don't give up on him.
Yeah. I mean,
you're married to a good woman, don't give up on her.
I mean, we had every excuse in the book.
Everybody does.
From year 1 through year 15.
Everybody does.
We do, but we had bigger goals than just ourselves.
Work through it. If you've got a good one, work through it. Make it good.
Yeah.
Determined to make it good anyway.
But that's our story.
That's our story.
And we know everybody's different, including our kids. Our kids are probably hanging their head thinking, "Oh,
I know,
Mom and Dad, what are you talking about?"
Let's cut this. I'm done.
Okay. Well, we love each other, and it just didn't happen. It just didn't. We didn't wake up one morning, so totally in love that we were gonna spend the next, our life.
One more thing I gotta say.
Okay.
It doesn't. You don't stop. It's not like we have reached something and now it's smooth sailing. You have to continue working on it to the day you die.
Well, yes, and we still have arguments, we still have discussions, but they're shorter in range and they're less intense.
That's because we're old, we're tired, and it ain't worth it.
It isn't worth it.
Thank you for watching. We love you guys.
Yeah.
We want the best for you, and we just wanted to share our thoughts on that. So I just want to say I love you.
Yeah.
And I
Well,
love
thanks
you.
again for supporting us and watching. Subscribe and give us a thumbs up if you've liked the content.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
I love you.
I love you too.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry too.